What is up, everyone? Hope all is going well for you. Welcome back to Get Jacked. Now today what we're going to be doing is continuing off here on the official server, and basically I've got quite a few things to do. I want to get this place a little bit more defendable before I get into more things like taming and stuff, but I did fix up that turret tower. It's now got 4 turrets and 4 plant species on it, and then I started on this build here. So I built this into kind of like a dino house slash turret tower, and I'm probably just going to load it up with turrets, and then this should be pretty good for storing a lot of these. I've got a bunch upstairs too. Let me just throw a few levels into these things. I'm just letting them passively gain. Oh, no, that one's definitely good. Probably gonna have to use the grinder on that. Now, I have been using the grinder, which we built in the last video, to get experience, and it is, I gotta say, it's like a really good way, especially out here. It's kind of hard to like kill a lot of dinosaurs if you've got a new tame and you want to level it up. It's hard to do that out here in the tundra, unless you go to like Carno Island or something, but still, this is a really easy way to get experience, and we'll do that in a bit too. But so this is like where I've started for the tower. I've got the catwalks all like that. So now the foundations on the bottom, I'm going to put turrets on those, and I'm going to put them on the catwalks up there. So I think this should be pretty decent. I guess we'll have to see what kind of range that covers, but I've also got all these stored up here. We've got like the Carnos and stuff up top, and then all of these little ones in here. I'm just trying to get everything inside. I don't really like putting up a huge perimeter wall. I don't like the idea of doing that on this island, just because people can blow it up really easily with a raft, so it's like not really useful. I'd rather just get everything inside. So I'll probably also have turrets up here, but I've got to get like the electronics to build all of these turrets. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing kind of on the side, but we'll also be doing a bunch of leveling of some dinosaurs. And first off, I'll show you the grinder and like how that works for grinding up things. Now we did do it on like deconstructing items and stuff, because you can do that with like items out of drops. Oh, I do have babies up here as well. I'm raising some pteranodons because I lost a few in the battle, and since for like Valentine's Day or something, oh, can I not turn this on? For Valentine's Day, they buffed the breeding rates by 3 times, so I figured since I had some eggs in the fridge, I might as well hatch them. I don't know if I'll imprint them all the way, but I'll at least try. Now, it doesn't seem like I can do it with I think I need a bigger stack size, and all we've got is already ground up materials. Obviously, we've been using this thing, so this is like a really good way to at least get those initial levels into new tames and stuff. I think we'll be able to get like, I don't know, maybe 20 levels on like a newer tame just on one full inventory of that stuff. Now let me see if I can find. Okay, maybe a stack of 100 will do. I just have a feeling that that stack of wood wasn't enough to actually do it. So let's see here. Now, if you throw those in, okay. Oh no, duh, I'm an idiot. I just didn't hit the button there. I didn't realize that the blueprints were up there like that. My bad. But anyway, as you can see, I guess you can't really see how much experience I'm getting. You will when you see it in like the, what's it called, like the shared XP up top. That'll be a good indicator of how much we're getting. Is this guy full of stuff too? Crap, that all this stuff is just full of ground up materials. I'm gonna have to start clearing all this stuff out and organizing things. We're a little bit unorganized, so let me throw a little bit more meat into these little things, and we'll get going with, I'll show you kind of how this works with the dinosaurs and the grinder. Okay, so we've got our Quetzal here. This one's a recent tame. It was only level 95, but it was a all mutton tame, which is the same as Kibble pretty much. So it tamed out pretty decently well. Now, basically, let me type to him quick. Alright, we are prepared. Now, I know this says speed only, but we actually have a much better speed only Quetz, which is right there, the 251. That one is like 325% move speed right now, so it's pretty insane. Now, he has started the grinder. It is turning, I think, wood into thatch right now. One of the two. They both do the same, turning stone into flint as well. And basically, you get 0.5 experience per tick, so the experience can't really keep up with it, so you can't really tell on the dinosaurs. For some reason, the dino's experience lags, whereas like your person's experience doesn't. Now, if you're sitting on the dinosaur, it's going to get all the experience. I'm not going to get any of it, but that's what we want. So let's see. Yeah, it doesn't go up each tick. It's just going to jump in like weird increments. So we've got a really good saddle on this one. Oh, I guess other ones have platforms. I'm like, why is that there? So now it is level 155. I'm probably just going to let it sit here this whole time, let that whole thing grind up whatever we've gotten it, and then we'll be back to see what level we've gotten it to. Okay, so it's been sitting here grinding stuff up for quite a while. It's been really exciting, actually. Just get to stand on this Quetzal. Now, we have, okay, so we've got 850 more to go, and we left at level 155. It's now level 173. I've been pumping health on it. I want to get it to 15k health, and then I might go the rest in the movement speed or something. So I want to see how much did we have when we started. I can't remember how big the inventory on that thing was. Now, it's been sitting here for a while. It hasn't been a total of 563. I think it's been somewhere around maybe 2k, maybe 2.5k experience. I don't know. I didn't look at this experience before. Just looked at the level. But it's definitely cleared a few times. That's not the actual running total. Alright. What was it? Waiting for him to respond. And then we'll test out the range. I want to see how far this grinder reaches. So we started with 30 stacks of stone, 30 stacks of wood, and 850. What's 850 divided by 15? 17? Or, I'm sorry, divided by 50, because that's what the stack sizes are. So we started with 30 stacks of each. Now we've got about 17 stacks. So not bad at all, actually. For now, running up on 21 levels. That's really nice. I'll put one more in here. So, cool. Let's test out how far this range reaches. So we'll know it stops when the experience stops coming in. So we'll go to here. See, it's in that room in the middle of that main base. I feel like this is much further than normal. Maybe it's not. But I don't remember how far experience goes. It might be the same, but it seems like it's a long ways. It seems like it lags though, so maybe I'll have to go a little bit slower. From here I'm getting it. So I could definitely level water dinosaurs. I could just pull up when we tame a mosasaur or some like new sharks or something. Yeah, I'll be able to use this over the water pen. That is awesome. Okay, basically just gonna continue to sit here though and let this entire batch of stuff run out. I wonder if there's another dinosaur or creature over here I can use. Does this thing need levels? I don't know how much experience it's gotten. Does it get? It's got like 20k experience. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. Like you might get like 1 level or something in a higher level thing, but mostly for lower level dinosaurs and things before they can actually survive on the wild. So I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna go jump on that Quetzal again, and we'll be back when this is all set. Okay. Just need wood. We need so much charcoal. It's ridiculous. We're going to fill up the... People are wondering why I've got an industrial forge just hanging out outside. That's just the one that we just put all the charcoal in. It's just easier to load it up. Just put the Therizino right next to it. And this is by far the best way to get wood. Like, we're totally maxed right now, and we haven't been out here for long, maybe 5 minutes. Now, one thing to note, a tribe type thing, I didn't mention this before as I checked this Rex. This structure slash building thing right here is actually ours as well. It's a little mining camp I guess we've got now. And that's because this is where our newest tribe member was living. So when we merged, we've now got that building. So we're taking a little bit of care of that, keeping the gas going in the generators and stuff. I don't know what we'll use that for, but maybe in the future. Now, basically, just got to load all this into the industrial forge. This is probably more than the forge can fit, because I think we can carry about maybe 3.5 to 4k wood at a time on this Quetzal at the moment. The weight on the Quetzal is 2.5k, and with the platforms, like if something's on the platform, I think it's what less its weight is 20% reduced on the Quetzal, so you can actually get 20% more resources if it's actually just standing on the platform as opposed to being carried or something. So we've made it. That's the flight from, that's just to get any wood. That's the closest wood we could possibly get, so we got to stock up whenever we do get it. Resources out here are a little bit scarce, so it's so hard to not have a Quetzal out here. I hope that's close enough. I might be able to pick it up and move it like a centimeter. but I don't know if this is close enough to actually get it in. Come on. Look at this. So much wood. Okay, that's great. Let's get all this. Oh, no, I'm just like right out of range. Okay, I'm gonna fill up this forge. Basically, this is just so that we can get tons of gunpowder going for all of the turrets that I'm gonna have to put on this build that I'm working on. Oh my gosh, this is why we need so much charcoal. We have way too much spark powder. We need to use all this. I have to like slowly add charcoal to this huge pile of spark powder. So I've been taking advantage of one thing to keep in mind is when your snail, if you have like a lot of snails, take advantage of the fact that when the server restarts, your snails will fill up with organic polymer, and every time that happens, I just make a bunch of gilly out of all of it, because I get like, with the 6 snails that we've got, I get like 500 organic polymer every time the server restarts, and you can just make like all your good gilly really quickly, because that's pretty much the main ingredient for it. So I've been making quite a few trips back and forth from Scorched Earth, just collecting as many pearls as possible, because that's definitely the way to go. And I've been able to build up quite a few turrets, and finally got a generator. I think I should have some cables. Take that, and that's it. Okay. I don't need the intersection, really. I don't have any of the horizontal ones, though. So, can I make a box in here? This is going to take a while. I'm going to clear this queue quick. Make the box first, and then go back to electronics. Now, turrets take 70 electronics, and I feel like that is definitely the hardest thing to get. We just need a dinosaur in the game that somehow produces a form of electronic, and we can literally like automate every process, because the polymer just comes pretty much from the snails, and then cementing paste comes from the snails. The metals, obviously, pretty easy to get, and then the other ones, really electronics is the hardest, so we need something like that, devs. Now, let's toss this sucker in here. This will power all the turrets in this building. I'll probably wall it off a little bit better in the future, but I at least want to get it started. Put it right in the middle of the ceiling there. I think that'll do. It's not like I'm going to be taking any of these dinos in and out too much. I might use like the baryonyx a little bit, but other than that, not like I use raptors. I'll use a raptor out in the tundra. It would take me like 20 minutes to even get to anything I could kill. Okay. Box. Put you here. I hope that reaches. I'm gonna have to like put a lot more cables out here, because I don't think that's gonna reach very many of these spots. Now we'll just start with the front. Like I said, I just want to get this island situated, or more situated, before we do anything too crazy with tames and stuff. I do want to get like another giga and stuff, but we can't get another giga unless we can house it somewhere. And right next to this building might be a little bit safe, unless he rages and kills all my turrets, which would suck. Do they damage turrets? If they damage turrets, that would be bad to keep them next to a base with turrets, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm gonna place all these. It's starting to get dark. We'll be back. I think this build's gonna look pretty cool when it's all turreted up. Is that a word? Okay, so daylight's finally coming in. I'm gonna toss a little bit more gas into this. I just want this to go overnight and cook all this wood. It is taking forever. Even in the forge, like the wood to charcoal takes forever. Now, let's get a little bit spread out. As you can see, I've got turrets on the whole thing. Threw a few up top. Like I said, I still need to put more on these foundations down here. I want to put a mixture of plant species X and regular down there. And then once we start taming some higher level, like I haven't tamed like really high level dinosaurs because it's just so easy to kill them if you don't have them housed. So now I might want to grab like a few 150 wolves or any of these really that I'd like to protect and just hold on to for eggs. Because I'd like to start looking for 150s and collecting those. That's the fun of the game, when you can start getting all the high level ones and breeding them. That's exciting for me. So anyway, we've got bullets going in all these. It's been like a bullet day. I've been basically just grinding turrets and bullets all day long. So sorry if it's not like the most interesting stuff. Let me toss a bunch of gas into here. I've been selling a lot of the gas because the amount that we get out here is crazy. And once we get like the Basilosaurus, I definitely we'll have way too much oil. But I think I have like 10 generators around the island, so it takes a bit to keep up with. Alright, let's grab this charcoal. It's gonna take forever for all this to cook. Dang. Alright, basically just building bullets from this point on. And why don't we check on these babies here quick? I don't know how the imprinting is gonna work. I wonder if that, like, because normally, because the rates on, can I access this? Okay, cool. That thing is not easy to access. Thought it was stuck on the door. Okay, but the baby, like, the imprinting rate is the same. It still takes them 3.5 hours to want care, but it's moving 3 times faster. Like, these pteranodons are like almost, look at these things, like almost raised up. This has been maybe 2 hours. I mean, they're not almost raised up, but the amount, look at, they're like maybe, what is that, like an eighth or something? Let me just fill them up with food here since we've got it. Okay, yeah, they're like an eighth of the way raised up already. That's awesome. I'm gonna see what these turn out to be like overnight. I'm gonna fill up that forge with wood, and then we should be all set to just let these sit. Okay, these raised up so fast. Like, just overnight, I logged out, went to bed, woke up, here we are. Adolescents already, and they've got only like a little bit left to go. I only imprinted them the one time because they just wanted walks. I had to remove the wall from here because they grew too fast. I was expecting to take them out of the trap door now, but these things ain't gonna fit through a trap door. I might take you off wander. That's probably a bad idea. And then I'm gonna lead these around to where the trough is, but they should be done in like maybe like 2-3 hours or something. This is awesome. Free pteranodons. They've got some decent stats too. They're nothing crazy, but they've definitely got some decent stats. And with the imprinting, like getting the bonus damage reduction and stuff, it's always good to raise them up. I think he should be good on food. Yeah, his stats are pretty decent. Okay. Let's get these back to the trough, but that's where we're going to stop for today. We got a little bit of the turret tower. I know I didn't show the beginning of it, but that was basically just placing walls and stuff. The placing turrets and stuff is way more fun, right? Get out of my way. Okay, anyway, that's where we're going to stop for today. If you liked the video, definitely hit that thumbs up and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You all have a great rest of your day, and of course, we'll catch you next time.